Station Purulia. Chakoltod is almost 8 kilometers from here. This is the origin of the Chata Porob, or the Umbrella Festival. This festival hosts a kind of cooperative fair of the local feudal lords of the western end of Bengal. On the last day of the Bengali month of Bhadra comes Vishwakarma Puja, when this Chata Porob is also celebrated. Women observe a fast on this occasion to worship the deity. The festival is in fact oriented towards women. During this festival, the chief of Shirkabad used to give Chhatrudang. The Maharaja of Kasipur would donate the cloth for the chata. The Ghatwal, or Mahat of Balarampur Ghatal, used to sponsor a kind of grass called Babui, and the Machan Ghuta. The Digar of Shalkhap Purulia would help by supplying Chagi wood, Karra. The Digar Mahato of Adsha used to donate the wood for building the stage, and the Torofdar of Mudali used to send elephants for the procession along with their fodder. The Muslim Sardar of Shuklara would sponsor the horses. The Singha Rajputs of Barabajar Bajra would send the guards. The sovereign Sardars of Tamna and Tara would also share the expenditure on the guards. The original form of the Chata festival, or the Eid festival, is revealed by Devilal Singh Deo. Shatrughan Singh Deo first started this festival. A descendant of Ramchandra of Ayodhya, this has become a family tradition. King Ganganarayan Singh had been killed in a battle with this family. As a result, a Santal rebellion broke out. To pacify the warriors, King Shatrughan Singh extended his hand for friendship and assurance. To commemorate that day of oath-taking, he brought out the umbrella, and from then on, the day is celebrated and the Chata festival began. Previously, a gold umbrella or chata was in use, but nowadays a miniature is used underneath the huge cloth and bamboo chata. Long ago, there was a ceremonial form of the organization established by the feudal lords centering around this Eid or Chata festival. At an auspicious moment in the afternoon, the landlord arrives at the Chata Tar or the Eid Tar, either on horseback or nowadays on jeep with his followers. At present, however, this festival has ceased to be a festival for all, and rather it has turned into an occasion for personal propaganda. The social and political power of the aristocratic local landowners is revealed to the common people through their social, religious, and economic interaction in this festival of togetherness. The subjects of these landowners have nothing to do in the pomp and grandeur of this function. They are mere spectators. The Chata Porob has a special significance to the sovereign landlords. A tall log of the shal tree is fixed to the ground to perform some religious rites. At the top of the log, or the pole, is attached a large circular bamboo frame. The frame is then covered with a white piece of cloth in such a way that the whole structure looks like an umbrella. That is how the festival has found its name, Chata Porob, or the Umbrella Festival. The king moves around the Chhatrudhaj 7 times. The auspicious ceremony for the kings. After the royal order is given, the Chhatrudhaj is lifted from the ground by all. At this time, nobody is allowed to open his own personal umbrella. the worshipping of the Chata continues. There is obviously an overall effort to prove the supremacy of the king at the festival yard. Different communities, mainly the Santals, use this festival as an opportunity for creating social unity and justice in their own community. Whole night functions go on at different places. Minutely observed, it may be noticed that the Chata and the Eid festivals are basically the same. Eid festival is celebrated with the direct patronization of the kings of Manbhum, Dholbhum, Bankura, Jhargram, Chotanagpur and the Mayurbhanj areas. The Eid festival has strong feudal associations. Here, Indrodhaj is worshipped. He is considered to be the representative of Lord Indra, and therefore his devotees offer him worship. The subjects of the forest royalty also join in this festival. From the anthropological point of view, most of the landlords from the border areas of Bengal have accepted Indrodhaj to be their lord. This gives a recognition to their claims of belonging to the warrior caste. This function has been considered as a worship to the rain god Indra of the Vedic period. Through some social upheavals, Eid has attained the power of Indra, or Indra has been converted into Eid. Lord Indra is worshipped at this hour so that people do not suffer from the dearth of rain. Jawa and Korom dance. The local maidens throw away the seedlings or jawa, the crops just harvested, from their trays before the auspicious pole of the shal tree and before the car or the horse of the king. Then they salute it. This ritual symbolizes that the king or the landlord is the real owner of the harvested crop. The Chata festival of Balarampur is celebrated in imitating of the festival of Chakoltod. The royal dressing up is an event to watch. The auspicious ceremony for kings. The royal tour is on. According to religious belief in magic, excessive rain or its absence in the month of Bhadro is dangerous and ruinous for the crops. It is clear from the fading feudalism that the progeny of the royal family of Ponchokot had started this Chata festival to enjoy their political power and to maintain good relationships with other members of the royal families. The festival also symbolizes the cumulative influence of the feudal lords and signifies a good omen against apprehensions regarding agriculture. Once the performance for the day is over, the nocturnal function will start. Several functions are being staged at different places. These programs continue through the night. They come to an end at around 6 o'clock in the morning. This is an original chata. The rest of the colorful umbrellas or chata are all promised as offerings to the deity for blessings in children, crops, cattle, and other such coveted objects. Some say the white umbrella or chata is meant for the king of the gods, Lord Indra, and the rest of the umbrellas or chatas belong to the 8 other courtiers, namely Rubi, Ketu, Rahu, Dhrum, and others. On the last day of the month of Bhadro, a branch of a shal tree or a mole tree is fixed in the yard of every house and in the cornfields to prevent insects and to scare away the evil spirits. This is known as Eid Dang. The fair is organized to celebrate this festival with greater splendor. People come from remote places to participate. One of the main attractions of the fair is cockfighting. People from the Santal communities start to assemble from the afternoon of the next day. They get ready to start their spectacular dance sequences. They perform the Pata dance and the Danshai dance. The role of women in producing crops is undeniable in the Aboriginal communities. Guided by their firm belief in magico-religious beliefs, they have accepted the superiority of women folk as they represent the power of fertility. They are representatives of the goddess of fertility, so great importance is given to women. Eid is immersed in water after 8 long days. The king is not allowed to see the immersion according to the rituals. The chata too gets immersed somewhere on the very next day, sometimes even after 3 or 4 days. Mother and Earth, equally venerated, equally honored. Both of them are productive, bearing either children or crops. Naturally, the importance of women in the Aboriginal communities always gets priority. At least, this Chata or Eid festival certainly tells us so.